What has Dong-eun been up to in the last decade in preparation to enact her vengeance? And where are the bullies now? Let's break it all down. How's it? I'm Evie and welcome to After the Episode. On this channel, I dive deep into the world of unforgettable Korean dramas. The epic action, the tantalizing twists, the moving moments. Join me. This is your spoiler warning for what happens in Season 1, Episode 2 of The Glory. Let's dive in. We pick up the story in the summer of 2012 when the bullies are in their 20s and are beginning to achieve their dreams. We see that Sara is a painter, just as she wanted, but she has also continued her substance habit. Myeong-oh, who is her dealer and a user too, works as Jaejun's driver. He doesn't treat Myeong-oh as a valued childhood friend though, but as his little errand boy. I guess Myeong-oh hasn't achieved his goal of being filthy rich yet. Hae-jung, however, has achieved her dream job and works as an air hostess. Unfortunately for her, she has unrequited feelings for Jaejun, who has been secretly hooking up with Yeonjin. Jaejun has inherited the golf course, as he'd hoped for, and also owns a fashion store, which is a convenient venue to spend quality time with Yeonjin. For her part, Yeonjin is getting what she wants. She's getting married to a successful businessman. During this time, Dong-eun is in university pursuing her teaching degree. She keeps tabs on the bullies by following their socials with the help of her friend from the textile factory days, Sung-hee. She has confided in Sung-hee about her past and explains that she's willing to go to extreme lengths, including enlisting Sung-hee's gangster acquaintances who she grew up with to punish the bullies. When she's not cyber-stalking the bullies, Dong-eun uses her spare time to learn how to play the game of Go, because she knows that Yeonjin's fiancé is an avid Go player. While she's in the library studying how to play Go, she receives a message from a student who wants to be tutored. Turns out the student is a total creep, and Dong-eun has recorded his crude remarks on her phone and blackmails his mother for money so that the recording isn't released. Dong-eun is done playing nice with rich jerks, and I'm here for it. As she's walking out of the creepy student's house, Dong-eun collapses and is hospitalized for anemia. Unconscious in the bed next to her is a bruised young medical intern who has been brought in after getting into a fight. When Dong-eun wakes up, she hurriedly leaves the hospital without treatment. The medical intern tracks her down because she left her student ID behind. He follows Dong-eun to her college class and then later bumps into her in the campus park to give her a prescription. People in the park are playing Go, and Dong-eun expresses an interest in the game. He offers to tutor her, and they get to know each other better. Dong-eun seems more playful and relaxed with him. He explains the game of Go as building houses while destroying those of your opponent, an intense battle in silence. She learns with him over the course of a year, but one day abruptly stops her lessons with him. He doesn't want their time together to come to an end, saying that she hasn't beaten him at the game yet. She responds that he's not the person she's trying to beat. Years after Dong-eun has cut ties with him, he still thinks about her and even watches the Weather Channel because she mentioned how she likes watching it. Elsewhere is the day of Yeonjin's wedding. The celebrations are lavish and all her old friends are in attendance. Sara and Myeong-oh are enjoying themselves, but Hae-jung watches on unhappily as Jaejun still only has eyes for Yeonjin. Dong-eun secretly attends the wedding, witnessing Yeonjin achieve her first dream of becoming a wife. Before she leaves, Dong-eun takes a bit of icing off the wedding cake. Don't you just love a petty queen? Moving on. Yeonjin is just as smug and unpleasant as ever. She has a comfortable job as a weather presenter, but she pays others to write her scripts, which is part of her job. Her scripts are terrible, but all she has to do is throw her money around and she's treated like a god. Her colleagues talk behind her back about this and have no respect for her. It makes me happy that her money can't buy their respect at least. Speaking of respect, we find Jaejun showing none to Myeong-oh, who is in Jaejun's apartment cleaning up after his dog. Jaejun is set to learn from Sara that Myeong-oh has been taking from her stash. He doesn't want his driver using on the job and roughs him up. To be fair, he does have a point about safety, but that doesn't give him the right to get physical with his employees. Fast forwarding to 2015, Dong-eun has just passed her national teacher qualification exam on the second try. Meanwhile, Yeonjin has achieved her second dream of becoming a mother to a baby girl named Yisul. For her birthday in 2021, Yeonjin is gifted her iconic emerald green heels by her husband. Elsewhere, Dong-eun has been regularly visiting Semyeong to go through someone's trash, looking for information, and finds his will, which has been shredded. Semyeong is the area where Yeonjin has been living with her family for a few months, and she loves her beautiful home and how expensive her garden looks. She works in Seoul, which is a 2-hour round trip. Yeonjin's husband asks if the commute bothers her, but she doesn't mind because she can work out. She knows that he doesn't like it when people let themselves go after marriage. When he asks why her show is so early at around 4 a.m., she says it's because she's not considered youthful anymore. Speaking of work, she asks him to place ads at the station so that she has leverage in her contract negotiations. He agrees, saying that a problem that can be solved with money is no problem at all, and Yeonjin is delighted. Yeonjin's husband brings up Haejong, who's been dating his friend. Haejong has been gossiping about Yeonjin, and she drunkenly told his friend that she had better grades than Yeonjin in school. Yeonjin's husband is unhappy that Haejong is spreading stories about his family's reputation. Yeonjin promises to deal with Haejong, staring menacingly into the middle distance. Their daughter Yisul arrives from school, and he lights up when he talks to her. Later, Haejong is preparing to meet her friends. She's at her family's dry cleaning business and borrows a beautiful white dress which belongs to a customer. When she arrives wearing the dress, Sara and Yeonjin burst into laughter. They ask her whether the dress is new, and she says her boyfriend got it for her. In reality, the dress actually belongs to Sara. Yeonjin had told her to send the dress to Haejong's family's dry cleaning business, knowing that Haejong sometimes borrows the client's designer clothes. Sara tells her that the Chanel dress Haejong is wearing is rare and that there are only 2 of them in the country. Sara gets in Haejong's face, chastising her for failing to know her place and reminding her that they could have treated her the same way as Dong-eun. Yeonjin tells her that they aren't in high school anymore and they won't stay friends forever, so she shouldn't gossip about her. Haejong hangs her head during this humiliation and is terrified of Yeonjin. Apologizing for her mistake, Haejong offers to get the dress cleaned, but Sara tells her that she doesn't want it anymore. And Haejong is left alone in tears. She's just been embarrassed by her friends, but she pretends on social media that her tears are from the joy she feels from being gifted a designer dress by her dearest friends. I guess to Haejong, there's no point in having a Chanel if you don't tell everyone about it. Yeonjin and Sara gave her lemons, and she's decided to make lemonade. A year later, we find Dong-eun inside Jaejun's clothing shop trying on shoes. Myeong-oh recognizes her and asks if she remembers him. She's been thinking about him a lot, and he's happy to hear it. She tells him that she's a teacher, and he pretends to be the owner of the store, trying to impress her by giving her the green shoes that look like Yeonjin's. He invites Dong-eun to have a drink with him in the back room. He tries to keep up the lie that the store belongs to him, but then the shop assistant calls out from the other room that Jaejun wants him to pick up his clothes from the dry cleaners and buy dog food. Dong-eun remarks that times haven't changed, that Myeong-oh is still Jaejun's errand boy. While she was training to be a teacher and Myeong-oh was buying dog food, Jaejun inherited a golf course and owns the store they're in now because he was born lucky, which she finds unfair. She's disappointed that he hasn't achieved his dream of becoming wealthy. And sensing Myeong-oh's discontent, she offers him the chance to destroy the others with a secret that she knows. Sometime afterwards, Dong-eun meets up with a friend from university, and she's very jovial about his upcoming school inspector qualification exam. He really needs the position to pay for his father's nursing home fees and medical bills. Dong-eun is uncharacteristically warm and bubbly and almost flirtatious with him, letting him know how special he is to her and that she prays he passes this time round. During the meal, she receives word that she secured a place to rent in Myeong-oh, which, surprise, surprise, overlooks Yeonjin's home. When Dong-eun says she thinks about Yeonjin every day, she really means it, and it's a little unsettling. Speaking of unsettling, we flash back to Dong-eun going through someone's trash again. She's looking for information, but this time she's discovered by the housekeeper who wants to know what Dong-eun is doing since she's been at this for 6 months. She's taken photos of Dong-eun, so she offers to pay her off, but the housekeeper doesn't want money. In exchange for her help with whatever Dong-eun is up to, the housekeeper wants Dong-eun to end her husband. Looks like Dong-eun may have found an unexpected ally. Regarding allies, what role does Myeong-oh of all people have in Dong-eun's intricate plan, and what vital information will she pass on to him? We'll see in my next recap video on episode 3, so check it out. Links are in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.